Joining me now is Segun Odunsowo, former chairman, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SSANU, University of Lagos chapter. It's good to have you join me right now, Segun. Now, make us understand, just when we think that there's calm and everything is okay, that we hear of protest and then we hear of breakdown in agreement and, a dialogue between government and unions. What are the grievances this time? Can you break it down for us?
A lot of grievances. The only thing is that the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, or do I say the non-teaching unions on campus, are very responsible union that will not move or refuse to be made angry a lot of times. If not so, all these things that we are just hearing now will have happened a lot of time. And most of us are even blaming our national officers.
Yeah, so what are the grievances this time around?
The major part of it is that the end allowance that we have been talking about for a very long time, the first tranche they brought, they gave a lion's share of that tranche to the teaching staff, where a teaching staff will go to bank, smile to bank to collect about 5 million, 4 million. And when it comes to non-teaching staff, maybe they give you 80,000, they give the junior ones 40,000. We are all working in the same system, and we felt it's
is the challenge here the comparison between what is given to ASU and what is accruable to SSANU? Is that the challenge here? Because the point there is, you like you said, you are a responsible union where you can negotiate your issues with government directly. So why is the comparison now the issue?
It's not a matter of comparison between ASU and non-teaching staff. But the fact is that looking at the position the member of ASU is holding in the government, they are the one in the NUC, they are the one being special advisor to the president, this and that. They use their position to the disadvantage of other people that we are working together on campus.
So is this protest against ASU?
No, it's not against ASU, okay, but against the federal government that allow themselves to be manipulated by the teaching staff on campus. It's not against ASU, it's for the federal government, against the federal government. Because when they were to release that money that we are talking about now, that they said they are taking 80% and they will give 20% to the non-teaching staff, ASU is not up to 1/3 of the staff on campus. If they alone take 80% and the remaining 2/3 will now go and take 20%, how do we, the same thing that happened, like I said earlier, is what is going to happen again. They will smile to the bank while some of the non-teaching staff
So what has been the engagement between SSANU and the president and the government rather directly when it comes to what you want, what you demand?
I think why I said most of us are not happy with our national officers. I said that earlier on, is that they always allow themselves to be deceived. Whenever they go for negotiation, our leadership at the national level will always agree they will do this, they will do that.
You elected them?
No, yes, because they will not have it on paper. Immediately leaving that discussion table after the agreement, our counterpart on campus will go behind and discuss with their people over there and then change that thing. When they come back on campus, that is when all this problem will now occur.
All right. We hope to have more of this discussion going forward. Thank you very much, Segun Odunsowo, for coming on the program. Thank you so much. With me now is Segun Odunsowo, former chairman, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SSANU, University of Lagos chapter. It's nice to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
Right. Now, this grievances right now, when it comes to the issue of agreement, I wonder what agreement was reached and at what level is it breached for this protest to come now? Can you enlighten us on this?
Yes, I think a lot of things. As we speak, the 2009 agreement that we both the government and the unions agreed upon are yet to be implemented as we speak now. This N allowance supposed to have been inculcated into our payroll. As we speak, it has not, and the team continue to accumulate.
So why is the union waiting until now to send out this message? This is 10 years.
You know, like I said, anytime you rise up like this, that you are protesting, you want to go on strike, government will call and they will promise, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. And by the time you leave that place, because of the insincerity of the government, the thing will not be done. And the people outside there will look at the union as if they are the ones that are not doing the right thing, not knowing what the government is doing. For example, part of the judgment given by the industrial court that the staff school should be made to be part of university. As we speak, some universities have not done that. They don't even want to respect the rule of law, and we are following them. So this thing is not just this 80%, 20%. A lot of other things are in that agreement, which...
All right, let's even talk about the 80%, 20% earned allowances between the ASU and SSANU that is part of the grievance here. What is the level of engagement between SSANU and ASU, which are stakeholders within the university, even without the government?
The engagement is not between SSANU and ASU. It can be between the two unions.
But SSANU members have complained of ASU using their position to, get benefits for themselves from the government and influence.
That is right.
Exactly. So what's the level of engagement between SSANU and ASU, on the other hand, to say, okay, you have an upper hand. If you have an upper hand and you are engaging with government, how are you carrying us along?
It's not easy to agree that one should, because we're supposed to be a colleague within the system.
Exactly.
Like I speak, many of our members, even though we say we are non-teaching member of a staff, many of us have PhD, master's degrees. So what do ASU have that our member doesn't have?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the point there is that if you have the powers, you have what it takes to ground a university, ASU also has what it takes to ground the university, in fact, the entire education system. How are two of you engaging at your level? That's what I'm saying.
SSANU and NASU are always ready to accommodate ASU.
Okay.
But with my experience in this union business, ASU is not ready to go with any other union on campus. I've been the secretary of my union on campus. I've been the publicity secretary. I have been the chairman. I have even been the zonal secretary of this union.
But at the national level, where you know that whatever it is, two of your unions, or the two-sided unions, have all it takes to make the university system go forward.
Yes, and that is why I said earlier on that it is our national officers that are not doing what they are expected to do.
All right, maybe SSANU has to put itself or put its house in order as we get along. But we have to leave it here now. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much.
Odunsowo, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.